So here, you know what? Raise your hand. We'll see if anybody's paying attention. Raise your hand if you want me to do some live demo. I need to have at least some people that want to do this. So if you want me, okay, okay, cool. You know what? That's enough. If there was even just one person, then I would do it anyway. So so let's go through this, and what we'll do is we'll do the live demo of the invite page. First, I'm gonna just show you how easy it is to make a lot of changes to that page. So let me skip back here and make sure the system didn't log me out. Nope. Okay, so let me open this window. I know I could do full screen, but that's okay. All right, so this is what the dashboard looks like. And you know what? We're probably gonna have to change some of these. So this is videos for our core mortgage web success system. You'll see some things that are shaded out. We have members on our system who are what we consider full premium mortgage web success members. They get access to some of these other options. We've got a live event manager that really allows you to manage your live events, which is actually another step after you've met with some realtors and after you've engaged people. You do these live events, and hell, you don't even have to do the content. You could take the content that Scotty has on the calls and do that content, but you can get people that do CE credits and actually have them do it. We've got a lot of members who are doing that and doing really well. So you can offer a CE credit for somebody to attend your event. What you do is you hook up with the title company. So I'm not going to go through the strategy of that right now, but that's an option. And you know, we may just actually activate that for you guys later. I need to put in some default content for you, but we've got some marketing wizards. The app manager, you can actually manage. You can take applications through our core system as well. But what I want to cover first is the page. So how you view the page, you go click here to Site Manager, and then your page is going to be called index.htm. Now, if you're one of our core members who are also an Agent Mastermind, your page is going to be called something different because your index page, index is normally the very home page, is what we call it. Some servers call it home.htm. We call it index.htm. But but if you click over here on preview, then you can actually preview the page live. And so this is what it looks like. You're going to see the video playing. The video by default is Carl and Scotty. They actually recorded this video at a mastermind retreat that we did for mortgage web success members. I rent a cabin. I'm going to try to do this at the end of this year as well. There's a 10,000 square foot cabin with these great rooms in it. A lot of them are king size bed with your own bathroom and TV. I mean, it's just a beautiful place, and everybody goes there and stays. And I'll tell you what, those types of things, if you can ever go to one of those, it'll change your life. It's just an amazing thing for everybody to be there and to hang out and drink in the afternoon if you drink, or play cards or whatever in the afternoons, and stay in the cabin. And we also feed you there, so we'll probably do that again. That's different than our workshop that we're doing down at Carl's. It's more of we're actually doing that. We'll be staying in a hotel, and then going to that one. But the important parts here, you can if you go to down here at the bottom, you can see the time zone. So I'm going to show you how to change this time zone really quickly. And this will also change it. So it's one place, two spots actually to change this. There are two parts of our system that combine to change this. And also I'll show you how to update all of this other information as well. So what we're going to do, let's go to the site manager and then company. And that's going to throw us into the company profile section here. And this is where you could change, like if I change my company name here to Mortgage Web Success, and then let's go down here and let's change our time zone. And our time zones are a little weird. I'm not quite sure why they're set up this way. I assume some places don't. It's because some places don't observe daylight savings time. So if you select, mostly you're going to use New York, and you're going to know if you're in one of those time zones. So it's going to be New York, Chicago, Los Angeles, and then Denver. There you go. So I think I got all those. New York, Chicago, Denver. I'm not sure. I didn't know Detroit. Maybe they're one of those examples. I'm not sure. But so if we change this to Los Angeles, then what's going to happen here? I'm just going to save this, and I'm going to refresh this page, and you're going to see a couple of things happen. Number one, you're going to see this change to PST. Now the time's different because remember I told you that it combines the information. And then down here at the bottom, you're going to see that this changed from your company name to Mortgage Web Success. So now let's change the actual time. And there's a lot of other parts here: the license number, the compliance statement, your first name, last name, if you want to change that, your phone numbers. So we actually use both of these in that page. We can make it only use one of them, but I find nowadays most people just put their cell phone is with both phones. So you'd want to change, actually change both of those. So the next place you're going to go is you would go to Site Manager, Configure, and this is going to allow you to edit your header and make all those types of changes. So Configure and then Agent Mastermind. And this is where you're going to change that time. So if I'm in Pacific, then I'm going to change that to 9 a.m. This is also where we would update this entire section here. And you know what? I'm going to go ahead and do that. I've got a file. So I'm going to, now I clicked on HTML because I already know what I'm going to, that I'm going to change the whole thing. So I'm going to insert an image. I already uploaded this image to my system. So I'm going to actually insert this image here, right here into the page. And then I'm going to click save. Now this is the header part. Down here, you'll see the footer. Again, you see that we utilize these database tags. I don't recommend that you change these. Don't try to create your own name like AMM time is tomorrow or anything like that. These tags are created. Computers are dumb. They need to be told exactly what to do. So if you change the name of that, it's not going to pull in the right information. And then brought to you by site full name, which is also from the company profile, cell phone, thumbnail version of your photo we're going to show here in a minute, license, email link. All of these things are controlled through other places that updates across all the pages of your site. So if I click save here, make sure we still got some people with us. All right, we got surprise. All right, everybody's here. I'm going to click save, and now this image might be a little too big. Actually, it is not. And I should have when I uploaded it, I should have all right, every time you load that page, you hear Carl. I must have done something wrong here. I meant to test this before I did it. So we'll sync that, and then it should update here in just a couple of seconds. But that's going to change your header. That's why I hate doing live demo because I bet the programmers are updating something. So at any rate, you can now you've changed your invite page. You could also change where you have a photo here at the top and a logo here at the bottom. So let me click through on that. So if we go to Site Manager Design, and we're gonna have videos on all of this. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. It'll be broken up. I did videos on a lot of it all at once, like I'm doing now, but I'm breaking those up into smaller, really easy to watch videos where it's 1 to 2 minutes, maybe 4 or 5 minutes. So if you go here to logo, you can actually upload your logo file, and the system will automatically create a thumbnail version of that file. The same thing with your picture. You can actually upload the picture and it'll create a thumbnail. And I'm just gonna let me select this. This will be the regular, and then this will be what the thumbnail version looks like, and it'll upload immediately. Now, when you click that upload button, it tells you that you've got to do certain, there's certain constraints, that there can't be any ampersands and any commas or periods in the file name. But again, all you have to do really is send this to us and we'll take care of it for you. Changing the video on YouTube, I actually that video I showed you here shows how to do that in about 5 minutes. Again, all you have to really do is send us the YouTube link and we will add that video for you right here in this space. What we utilize is again, we utilize database tags. You go to Site Manager and then Videos. We actually have the ability for you to create a video tag. So you put the embed code. Now you don't put the YouTube link here. It's the embed code that would go there. You name that video tag AMM invite video or something like that. Click save, and then we can embed that. It's going to create a database tag. So if we look here, this is the database tag that works for that. Now later, if you want to change that video, you don't have to do anything to the page after you've added it once. You just go here to edit, and you update this information, and then it will update that page. So that's why we use it. That's why we recommend doing it this way. You could technically add it directly into the page. Um, Now let's step through to the demo of the replay pages real quick, and then we'll get to the email invites, which is a really big thing here. So as you see here, when I clicked on Site Manager, we've got all of these pages. I could preview all of these. These are all the invite pages. You could see it goes all the way back, and your system will also have these all the way back to 11, 19, 13. So I showed you what they look like. I'll click one more time here, and then I want to click on two of these other pages. I want to click on the all classes, and then I want to click on the past 5 classes to show you that as well. So this page is the referral strategies page, and I must have done something wrong with my file name for it not to be uploading there. I don't know what I'm doing. Okay, apologize for that. Let me go back and update that header so you guys aren't wondering what in the world is going on there the whole time. Now, if you notice, this all pages is still spinning because it's trying to load 40 some videos, which takes a lot of time, a lot of buffering going on with those videos. So that's not a page you actually want to send out. Sorry, that's actually the past 5 classes page. Oh, I know why. Because it's that last video. It takes a lot of time a little bit more time to load. So this is the page that you're going to have here. You've got the video page. I'm going to go ahead and change that. If you ever do live demos, you always want to be able to confirm that page. Now this is showing up. I'm gonna do something here a little different. So I'm just inserting an image into here. So we've got all the files that we have in our system, and then we have a shared files folder, which is all those opt-in buttons and all kinds of social media icons and things like that that are added there. Let me just add one of these logos there so you can actually see that. Must have just been that image. Okay, so I did something with that image. So here you see that you've got the header that's showing on every single page here. If I refresh this page, it'll also show the Agent Mastermind all classes page. The way you'd use this, if you notice, I'm scrolling. There's still classes, all the way down. What we want to do here is actually you would search this page to find social media classes, Pinterest classes, and we can pull those videos out of this page and we could create custom replay pages for you for 2 or 3 Facebook, and that's something you'd want to do a little later when you really want to engage people a little more. I wouldn't do that the very first week. Let's see. This is the past. So that's actually there's a past 5 classes page, which is this page here. It shows the last 5 classes, and then there's a page that shows the all classes, and then every single class has its own page. And moving forward, you'll get a new class page every single time. So let me check questions, make sure we're not ignoring anyone here. Oh, Peggy Wills has been to Pigeon Forge, so she's so Paul, I'm sorry, a core member. I don't mean to call him a core member. What I mean to call it is one of our premium, like a Mortgage Web Success member. They have access to our entire system. So what we did is we created off of our Mortgage Web Success platform these specific pages for Agent Mastermind and added some functionality just for Agent Mastermind. People who are on our full version of our Mortgage Web Success system, they get access to, man, there's maybe 130 pages, different niches like VA loans, reverse mortgages. I think we're adding in USDA and FHA. We've got HARP, FHA Streamline. Whenever there's a new program that we think is going to be hot, we'll actually add in marketing tools and also pages into that system, so you can actually market that system specifically. So you could actually have a domain name that points only to those pages, just like I showed you here. You can actually market your HARP marketing differently. And I know HARP is, not as important as it used to be, but a lot of people did really, really well with our HARP system. That'll be something we could show later. Let's see here. So I showed the different pages, the past class. Let's do the demo quickly of the email invites. So if I go to my email invites here, if I click on Contact Manager, and then I click on Broadcast, then in your system, just like in the pages, you're going to see a whole bunch of emails. And some of these we're keeping in, like we have an actual holiday email that you can send out, and also Merry Christmas. We have a template that you can use that's already set up. You would just duplicate it or edit that template. We've got a Thanksgiving one. We're going to add additional. We're starting to do a lot of holiday marketing stuff, so we're going to start adding in. Probably having one for Easter or St. Patrick's Day. I'm not sure what all is on the table, but we've got those that allow you to engage, and you can email that. These emails are designed to email to all of your lists, not just your agents. You can actually email to all your past clients as well. This is the webinar replay that I talked about earlier. And probably by tomorrow, we'll have the invite email that will just automatically, magically, as people say, will show up in your account and be ready for you. It'll be set up. So the important parts of this, the description, this is just for organization purposes. Sometimes I'll use an email that has the same subject line, but it's to a different group. So I put that information into the description here. So I know that email was sent to this specific group. From email address, the only thing I'll tell you with the from email address that you use here, two things. Number one, it has to be able to receive emails or the system won't allow it to send out. Number two, Gmail is not the most preferred. No really free email program is preferred. The only reason is that Gmail will know that that's not actually coming from your Gmail account, that it's actually coming through our servers, because Gmail is not going to allow you to send to 500 people at once. In my experience, it won't, and definitely not allow you to do that consistently. But so they know that it's not actually coming from them. So it'll put a little sign if they have an email address that's, if you're sending from your from email is your Gmail to another Gmail, it will just say, hey, this is this may not be from this user. And so that to me is not a good thing. So I would recommend that you use your company email if you can, or if you buy a domain name, you can actually set up email on that specific domain name as well. And we can help you with that. Here's the subject line, really, 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 really important. This is what they see in the email. When you open up the email, this is what they see. And I think I've got my email open. So somebody actually, let's see if somebody sent that here. I think somebody sent an email earlier today. Let me check. I thought I saw one. Yeah, Larry Panilla already. So literally, I probably had this in like 5 minutes, and he actually sent this. Did you catch this? Did you catch the live Agent Mastermind training Tuesday? Larry, you're awesome. So I'm on Larry's list because I was helping him with some stuff. And if you click on this, you see he just clicked send. That's all he did. He just sent it. It's got his picture here at the bottom, so it's branded. These links go right to the referral strategies page. So if I click on this, then you'll see larrythemortgageguy.com/AMM referral strategy. So it's actually branded under his domain name. So that's all set up for you. All you do here, you just look at it and see if you need to add some compliance or make any changes that you want, or ask us to make changes. If you click save here, then you can send a test to yourself. I always recommend you send a test just to check the links. Although I send a test before I ever put it into the system. I always open in a new tab so I can come back and click the schedule from this page. Send a test. You can send to any email. It will not include an opt-out because that email doesn't have to be in your database. It can be to any email address. You can click send to test. The system will send you an email. Then you come back here to schedule this message. Click schedule message, and here's the magic. you click the realtors list, especially if you have past clients. You don't want to click all contacts if you have multiple types of lists that you don't want to receive that email, because all contacts will send to everybody on your list. So I like to segment my list, and I'll send to just that one realtors list, and then you can schedule it. So you can schedule it for today, or you can schedule it immediately, which means it'll go out within about 15 minutes, or you can schedule it for a date later. It could be any date later. We've been around for a long time. I plan to be around for a lot longer. So you could schedule it for date, and you schedule it for time. And our times are 15 minutes. Quite frankly, we did that because if you think about it, if you add the times of 01 to every single minute here, then that gets a little crazy. So we don't do that. We just do it in 15-minute increments. Um, they're Eastern time. So again, if you're in the Pacific time zone, then you would want to change that. So 10 a.m. on our system would mean it would send out at 7 a.m. your time. So you want to make sure you select the AMs here as well instead of the PMs, unless you want to send it at PM. I send some PM as well. So that's really the invite part. And well, I say the invite part. Now we've got the replay as well. So this is the invite email from last week, and again we've got these buttons. So I'm going to click on one of these and show you how many buttons we really have here in the system for this. So this is under our shared files. So I'd go here to shared files, and then if I go to opt-in buttons, so you can click through here and look at all of the ones we've got. We've got handwritten note. We got all kinds of different things in there. Opt-in buttons, as you see, that's 100 of them. And then if I click through, you can see the next 100. I think we've got close to 200. So we've got all kinds of different view video replays, view past classes, access past classes, watch video 100, probably around 190, because I think the way they're labeled, some of them have the same number. But yeah, so you can actually insert. You just click the button and it'll insert that link into that email. So everything's completely customizable. I think earlier we kind of showed the import. So I'm not gonna do the importing from the live leads into the system. I will show you though how to click on contact manager, and this is what the leads look like. So they're going to show your phones, and it'll show all the phones, like mobile, home, and office if you have those in the system. It's going to show the company name right here, their name, and then you can click on this and it'll open up your email client. So if I click on that, for me it's going to open up Gmail. So that's one way of emailing them. It's gonna have their name, subject, and I can send them an email directly from my email client. Yours might be Outlook. Alternatively, another way to do this, and I just closed that page, apologize, is to go over here and you can click send email. And this is where I said you could send a one-by-one email in addition to scheduling through the broadcaster, which we just showed a few minutes ago. You can actually schedule an email. And look, let's say someone says, hey, I didn't get that replay. Here's what you do. Find their contact, click on that little send email button, boom, click the replay template, click send immediately, click send message. Everything's there. Everything's right there. Now, if you want to send them a regular message just from you, then you just click message here, type in your message. You could do that as well. You can type in a subject line and a message, and you can send that immediately. Or if you're doing this late at night, like I work a lot, you might say, oh, I don't want it to go out right now. I want it to go out around 7 a.m. so they see it right when they get in. And so you can schedule it to go out later. So you can actually schedule a one-by-one email to go out as well. All right, email stats. So I'm going to actually log into a client's account, since this is my demo account and doesn't have any real email stats. So I'm going to log into Peggy Wilson's account, which is the person I showed earlier. Let me systems logged me out, so I apologize. I've got my screen not showing right now. I'll open it back up here in just 1 second, and then we're pretty much that's pretty much done. I'll answer some more questions and we'll be done. If I go here to contact manager, so what I've done here, hopefully everybody can see my screen now. Should load here in just a second. Someone asked, I work for a bank and have to use Constant Contact to avoid spam. I mean, Constant Contact, I'd be kind of blown away that Constant Contact would avoid spam really better than our system. They send billions of emails through it. But if you have to use Constant Contact for your emails, you have to use it. That'd just be a part of the system you can't use in our system. If your compliance department makes you use a specific program, understand that it. There's some things we don't fight, and that's one thing we can't fight. Some businesses, for some reason, have their own ideas of what they think's best, and it is what it is. So I'm going to go here to what I'm going to do. I click Contact Manager Broadcast. I'm here in Peggy's system, and I'm going to click. I think she sent this one out. Let me make sure. Yes. So this is the one I showed actually. So I click Stats. So let me go back. So I just rolled over this. When I roll over this, you'll see that it turns colors here. Edit, schedule, send test, stats. Every single email, you can see the stats. And so now I'm going to click on those who opened the email, and I can view everybody who opened the email here. And I'm going to do this I'm going to scroll so you don't see it. Now, here's another thing I can do. I can go here to the contact activity. I'm clicking on this little contact. I can see every email that was sent and every email that was opened by this person. So I can also see if they unsubscribe. I can actually see what email they unsubscribed from. So you can see every single email here that they've received from you. So she sent the happy holidays. They were like, screw the holidays. So sent another email. He opened that one. Sent. Look at this. This tells you how important follow up is. Sent all these emails, didn't open them. Why? Who knows? Who knows? Don't forget. What a great subject line. I love that because nobody knows what the heck did I forget. That's important. It's important email. We're going to talk about email marketing and strategies at our workshop at the end of March down at Carl White's War Room as well. So we're going to talk about how to really write subject lines. I really love coming up with subject lines. It's one of the things that I like to do. So and I study a lot of people who do that. So this is the demo. You can see the same thing for unopens. One thing you can do here, that we're actually, this is a development project we're going to even make easier. You could create a contact list specifically for this group. And you know what? I'll go ahead and do that. Let me create a list here. Just going to call it stats or email opens test. I'm going to save that. And then I'm going to go back into that stats. And I'm going to show you how easy you can actually. And one thing I want to mention there, by the way, is Peggy. She does co-marketing with, I think he's an insurance agent. He uploaded his list into the system, segmented that list, and they co-market to that. You can do that. A lot of people do that. Realtors will do that with you as well. You've got to let them know, look, I'm not going to email your list. We're going to segment it. So you show them this segmentation here. And you show them that every list is segmented. So that means you can email directly to that one specific list, or you can select multiple lists to send an email to at one time as well. So that's a really important thing to do. A little sidetracked here, apologize. This more actions button, you can actually add all contacts. So you can add all these contacts that are here, and it's going to do whatever the entries here shows, all 100 of these people. So it's not all your contacts, it's all they're showing in that view. You could add them to a new list. Now it's going to keep them on the existing list that they're on, but it's going to add them to this new list as well. So we could add them to this email opens test list, and now they can be our A realtors. And you probably would want to name that your A realtors. So you just click go, and it will actually add them there. So that's that's pretty much it. We got a lot of features. This birthday autoresponder. We've got a lot of autoresponders that are actually in her case, she has the full version of our system, so you can see there's home buying guide autoresponder, credit repair autoresponder. You don't have to use all of these, but you can. You can use them. Reverse mortgage, HARP. Then you guys actually all have the co-branded tips sequences as well, so you can actually use those guys. So let me, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna answer some questions. Can you show the features of your contact manager? Um, okay, let me log back into my account, and I will show you how the contact manager works here. All right. How do you send just one email for replay? Justin, hopefully that I showed you that. Hopefully you got that when we did that one off. Okay, thank you. Everybody's so awesome here. I think I've answered all the questions except can I send out a personal video to my clients using your system? Yeah, we talked a little bit about that, Michael, about the way the video works. So what we would do is we would actually we would set up a page for you, and we could create a custom page. Uh, Quite frankly, what we'd probably do is duplicate one of these pages and rip out some of the information that you don't want on that page, and then we would add your video, embed your video, just like we would change the video here. And then we would send out most systems, all systems that I've seen that tout themselves as video email marketing don't actually send out a video. The problem is not they nowadays. 6 months ago or a year ago, you couldn't do video and emails. Now, technically, you can using a tag called an HTML5 video tag. But the problem is that most email clients will not display it yet. So probably within a year, most will display it. So we're actually working on testing a lot of things where where we'll send out where you'll actually be able to add a video into the email, and then if their client doesn't view that, it will fall back to an image, and that image would be similar to the one I showed you here with the replay. So if we go here, oops, you guys aren't seeing my page. Uh, I do not see all the replays when sending a single email. Justin, here I'll show you how that works too. So this is what I'm talking about. This is an image that has the play button, and then they click to that and they go to a page that has a video on it. So that's how I've actually never received. I receive an awful lot of marketing emails. Never received an email with an actual video in it. It's always been an image, and I use Gmail. So you know, I'm not sure YouTube might, you know, if it was a YouTube video, it might show up in Gmail. But this is the process that you would have to use. Even BombBomb, which is a tout themselves as an email marketing, I've used their system because I was wondering how are they doing that, and it didn't. It added the image in, and then it links to a video page. So to answer your question, can you send out a personal video to your clients using the system? Yes, we would probably want to link the video, take a screenshot of your video, upload it to the system, and then go that route is probably what we'd want to do. Link to the page. So we'd create a page with the video, personal video, and then have a screenshot of the video because that will help you conversion having a screenshot of the video. All right, Justin, let me show you that because it won't take but a second. I'll show you how to see all the replays when sending out a single email. You've been on our system a long time, so I want to check your system if there is a problem there because you're on a different version here. So if you go to contact manager, and this kind of shows contact manager as well, Elva, if you're still on the call, when you click on this, go find the contact. So type in their email address or name, find the contact, click send email, and then you should see a list of broadcast messages that you can use as a template. And just select that, and it should load the template into the email. And then you just schedule it or make changes and then schedule it. So that's how that works. The contact manager, let me open up one of our contacts here. So let me know, Justin, if that was okay. Did that did that work for you? Looking for replay on the email webinar. Oh no, replay on the email webinar. So, Justin, are you saying you don't have that email I just showed, the replay email? Is that what you're saying? Because it could be, it's possible because we actually have been converting a lot of you guys over that because there are a lot of people who are not on Agent Mastermind, and we can't allow them to have access to this stuff. So just email our support if that's the case, and somebody there will take care of you. So how many different drip campaigns do you have for loan officers? Oh God, I don't know. There's a we create niche drip campaigns for a lot of people. So for a lot of different niches, there's the core one is like a home buying guide, which we're actually converting to be video formatted. Probably be a month, honestly, before we get that. We're working so much on this system, but we can actually create custom drip campaigns for you as well. And we're also working on a real generic drip campaigns. Have to be pretty generic. You can't talk a lot of tactics in drip campaigns. Problem is, you start talking about tactics, those tactics change. And drip campaigns, they're designed to go out in a X days after, so a number of days after the last message. So a person today goes onto your list and gets on a drip campaign. They're going to go through that drip campaign. A person a year from now going to go through exactly the same messages of that drip campaign. So you really want them to be generic, or you're going to have to be changing them all the time, which also makes no sense at all. So what we're working on for the agent drip campaign is more of a mindset and strategic standpoint about strategies you should implement, not tactical, not do this on Facebook because Facebook may change. So that's where what we look at from that side. Um, Okay, so Elva, here, let me show you this. Elva, great, you're still on the call. So here's the contact manager. And the basics of the contact manager from the from this side is that you can click send an email, you can view their information. You can also view their status. Now, this status by default for the realtors, we show it just as realtor. But what I'm going to show you in a second is that status could be from a CRM side as well. You can actually need follow up. You can say, called, call number one, call number two. We've got a lot of little options. And if you have options that you want us to add in, it's absolutely no problem. We'll add them in for you. It's right now, it's just a feature that everybody would get the same option. So we added in a bunch that we could think of and that other people requested, and then we'll add more as people request. But so you could actually use the status here, and you can either search by status, or you could click to sort by status as well. The other thing here, you can edit the contact. You can do the contact activity, and we just showed the send email. So the contact activity I showed a few minutes, that shows you every email that they opened, that they were sent, that they opened, if they unsubscribed. So it shows everything, all the statuses, all the activity for that person from an email side. We are working on actually having where you can see the activity of every page they viewed as well as every ad tracker that they clicked. It's a little bit of a big project, but that'll be coming. So if I click on edit contact, then I can make changes here. So I can add notes, and I can say, Joe has 3 kids, names, blah blah blah. Well, my kids' names are not blah blah blah, but you put that information in. You can add notes, so you can look at that contact and say what's going on, and you can set a birthday for them. We have a autoresponder sequence that goes out for the birthday. I am actually late for a call here, so I got to get off in a few minutes. But here's the contact status. So left a message, spoke to client, need follow up, phone call, in underwriting. So that's for, you can also use this for your clients as well. So you've got a lot of different options that you can select here. We just do realtor because that's easy for you guys to do. This does not segment the groups for email marketing. The email marketing segmentation is down here, and just ignore some of this. We're doing beta testing on lease in stuff for a few people. This is where you can select a partner to be under that specific client. Let's say you do co-branding with a realtor. You have a realtor's list. You can import that realtor's list and set every lead to be under that realtor as their partner. So then when you send out an email, as long as you use the co-branding tags in that email that we have, and we have emails set up automatically for that, it'll actually populate that partner's information. If I scroll down here, we've got address information. We've got some custom fields you can add as well. And then you can actually automatically subscribe people to some of the autoresponders that we have. I'm going to cover these in a video later. And then your contact list. This is a demo account for me, so I've got 2 lists named realtors. You would never want to have that. You would only want one. Every list name should have its own name. And then the event summary is specific for our live event system. So now a contact can be on lots of different lists. So you can have a realtors list. You can create a new contact list, call it A realtors, and then that person might be on the realtors and the A realtors list. So don't worry, if you send an email out, broadcast an email out, and you select both, it will only send one email. It'll only send it to that. It'll only send one email to that person. The system knows that that person's on two lists that you selected. So I think let me see. I think that's about it. Okay. All right, Elva. Hopefully we answered your questions. The CRM, we're really spending a lot of time from a currently from a development a development side of really making the CRM system even more bulky, I guess. We have to we add a lot of features in specifically for mortgage originators, but we actually have a system that we sell to any small business as well. So we're trying to combine what they'll need as well as some stuff that you guys would use as well. But all right, so I think that's it. Everybody who stayed on, I know we lost a lot of people. I really appreciate it. I hope you guys got some value out of this, and we hope to help you with your agent mastermind marketing, and I really appreciate it. So thank you so much. And Michael, sorry, where do you sign up? Here it is, mwsgo.com/AMMS. I'm gonna send it to you. I'm actually sending you a link, and I'm gonna put it up here for just a couple more minutes here. Let's see, I think there it is. So 14-day trial, mwsgo.com/AMMS, and then that should take you to a page. Let me type that in so you can see where that's going to take you here. So mwsgo.com/AMMS. It's going to take you to the marketing animals. So those guys are handling all the billing, because basically it's basically like a white label for them that we created. And so you can see here's the information we need. And then this is so there's 14-day trial. Then it'll be $97 a month. So this is in addition to your agent mastermind system. So what I recommend is use the mud out of it for 14 days. See if you really feel like you're gonna get a positive return on investment. Well, I don't want anybody to use the system that's not getting a positive return on investment. I just don't believe in it. So we've done quite well with our business by developing systems that work. And as long as you act, then you should have no problem. You should think that $97 is absolutely nothing. So thank you so much, and I'm going to jump off here. I'm sure the guy I'm supposed to have a call with is a little annoyed, but that's all right. Thank you so much again. Have a great afternoon.